Soil is not just dirt, it's a living, breathing foundation for every plant in your garden. Yet many gardeners struggle with soil that seems lifeless, compacted, or depleted. You water, fertilize, and care for your plants, but they still struggle. What if the reason is deeper than just nutrients? What if the very life of your soil, the microbes, fungi, and microscopic organisms that drive fertility, has vanished or gone dormant? Most gardeners wait weeks, months, or even an entire season to restore their soil, assuming it takes time for life to return. But there's a faster way, honed over generations by Amish gardeners, that can activate a soil biome almost instantly. Yes, in minutes you can awaken your soil and transform it from dead and unproductive to alive and thriving. Today, we'll explore exactly how to achieve this, using natural, simple techniques that make your soil hum with life. Understanding dead soil and its hidden potential. Dead soil is not just bare dirt, it is soil that has lost its microbial balance. Overuse of chemical fertilizers, excessive tilling, lack of organic matter, and poor water management all contribute to the decline of this hidden ecosystem. When soil lacks beneficial bacteria and fungi, nutrient cycling slows or stops altogether. Organic matter decomposes very slowly, water drains poorly, and plant roots struggle to absorb essential minerals. On the surface it might look like a gardening failure, but beneath that surface the potential remains dormant. If we can reactivate this hidden life, the transformation is immediate and visible. The goal is not merely to add nutrients, it is to bring life back to the soil. Healthy soil is alive, dynamic, and self-sustaining. Its microbial populations drive nutrient availability, improve soil structure, retain moisture, and even protect plants from pathogens. By targeting these microscopic communities directly, we are not just feeding plants for one season, we are building a soil system that continually regenerates itself. The Amish method: instant soil revival. Amish gardeners have long relied on natural techniques that prioritize microbial life over chemical shortcuts. Their approach is deceptively simple but astonishingly effective. By using a combination of organic inputs, microbial inoculants, and moisture management, they can awaken a dormant soil biome in minutes rather than weeks. Central to this method is the principle of giving soil life exactly what it needs to thrive: oxygen, moisture, and food for microbes. One key aspect is the use of fermented plant extracts or compost teas. These liquids are teeming with active bacteria, fungi, and nutrients. When poured over the soil, they immediately introduce life while feeding existing microbes, jumpstarting the nutrient cycle. Unlike traditional compost, which takes weeks or months to break down, these teas allow microbial populations to explode instantly, improving nutrient availability and soil structure almost immediately. Step 1. Preparing your soil for activation. Even with instant activation, preparation sets the stage for success. Lightly aerate compacted areas with a broad fork or garden tool, just enough to allow oxygen to penetrate. This is crucial because microbial populations need oxygen to multiply rapidly. Avoid deep tilling, which can disturb soil structure and destroy existing fungal networks. The goal is to create a breathable environment where microbes can thrive instantly. Once aerated, you want to make sure the soil is evenly moist. Water deeply but not excessively. Microbes really need moisture to function, but if things get too soggy, that can actually slow them down and create those anaerobic zones we want to avoid. Ideally, the soil should feel like a damp sponge just ready to receive the microbial inoculant. This moisture acts as a medium for microbes to disperse, making sure every inch of soil becomes biologically active. Step 2 is feeding and inoculating the soil, and honestly, this is where the minutes part comes into play. Using a compost tea or a fermented plant extract, pour the liquid evenly over the prepared soil. These solutions are incredibly potent, packed with beneficial bacteria, fungi, and dissolved nutrients that are ready to energize the soil right away. The tea introduces microbial life and provides a direct energy source, sparking rapid activity. For gardeners who want a little extra boost, adding a thin layer of finely chopped organic matter, like grass clippings, leaf mold, or shredded compost, creates a sort of microenvironment that protects the microbes while they get established. This acts as a living mulch, holding in moisture and gradually releasing even more nutrients. Within minutes, microbial activity kicks off. You can actually observe the transformation over the next few hours as the soil darkens, becomes crumbly, and develops that nice, earthy aroma that tells you life is returning. Step 3 is maintaining the activated biome. Activation alone isn't enough. Keeping ideal conditions is what ensures your soil stays vibrant. So, keep the soil covered with a light layer of mulch or organic matter to protect it from the sun and wind. This helps preserve moisture and shields that developing microbial community. Also, it's important to avoid chemical fertilizers or harsh pesticides during this period, since they can wipe out the very microbes you just introduced. If the soil dries out, a gentle misting or watering keeps those microbes active. For larger beds, you might want to repeat the microbial inoculant every few weeks to keep growth going, especially in poor or heavily degraded soils. Over time, these practices create a resilient soil ecosystem that supports healthy plant growth naturally, with way less reliance on synthetic inputs. The science behind instant soil revival is actually pretty fascinating. Soil microbes respond quickly when they've got the right conditions. Beneficial bacteria multiply rapidly in moist, nutrient-rich environments, while fungi expand their hyphal networks, which improve soil structure and water retention. Microbial populations produce enzymes that break down organic matter, releasing nutrients in forms plants can immediately absorb. Within hours, the soil really does start functioning as a living system again. The key here is that we're not trying to force growth artificially. Instead, we're simply awakening dormant life, giving microbes what they need to do, what they were naturally designed to do. The results? They're honestly dramatic. Even soil that looked totally lifeless can start supporting plant growth within days. Seedlings emerge more robustly, roots dig deeper, and water moves through the soil more efficiently. Beyond the first activation, you're building a sustainable system. Instant activation is really just the beginning. To keep a healthy, self-sustaining garden, continue feeding the soil biome with organic matter, compost teas, and cover crops. Hydroponic and raised bed gardeners can benefit from this too. By applying microbial inoculants and keeping things moist and organic rich, even contained systems can develop living soils that support healthier plants. So here's the takeaway for gardeners. Dead soil doesn't have to stay that way. By using this Amish-inspired method of microbial activation, you can awaken a dormant soil biome in minutes instead of months. Light aeration, moisture management, microbial inoculants, and protective organic layers create the ideal conditions for rapid life restoration. Within hours, the soil starts working as a living ecosystem again, supporting healthy roots, improving nutrient cycling, and setting the stage for vigorous plant growth. This approach is accessible, natural, and sustainable. Whether you're reviving tired garden beds, improving raised beds, or transforming compacted soil, instant biome activation gives your soil the life it needs to thrive. And the results aren't just temporary. With consistent care, this living system keeps regenerating itself, reducing your reliance on chemical fertilizers and building a garden that gets stronger every season. If you want to unlock the full potential of your garden and learn even more ways to revive and feed your soil naturally, subscribe to Hydro Haven. Share this guide with your fellow gardeners and start experiencing the transformative power of living soil today.